Going to the key. Okay, so try jumping to a closer system. Gotta go to Sagan 1. Okay. Thank God there's not a bunch of bullshit here. What do we got around here, huh? Nickel and cobalt. Extreme environment. Alright. Ooh. That boy looks hot.
Drive spinning down. Systems green.
The key. Well. Wow.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Okay.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10.
Good day, Captain.
30. You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem. If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
Uh-oh.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something? Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credits, but in blood.
Back in blood.
I don't care. Time is money and you've wasted both. That ends today. Clear?
Whatever, bro.
All that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time. Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it. Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do. Cred sticks tend to disappear around here, if you catch my meaning.
Assuming we are using the same abbreviation, I must disagree. I find this neither restful nor relaxing.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you.
Just
too. Follow me.
undercover. Should have left you on the goddamn ship, shouldn't I?
History time.
Captain, do you require my
Is something
assistance?
amiss?
Wait here.
I'll be here when you need me.
Yeah. Be back. See you later.
The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Crix. Good evening, Mr. Crix.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded
Sounds
and then
like,
grafted to what appears to be an abandoned mining
that guy.
facility isn't exactly what I'd call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision.
Bill Pullman.
Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on freighters and deep space privateers?
So are we to assume that you are taking the leap? That Jasper Crix is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gail. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please.
It's gonna take a while, isn't it? Oh, that was it. Just part one. Alright, cool.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done their homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, Queen of the Rare Exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
See
On the
anything
right,
you like?
you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you
Who
too.
the fuck is this Shinya guy?
Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. I see the bomb as a symbol of my importance, and it's a constant reminder to everyone of the sacrifice I was willing to make. The freedom I've given up, the pain, it's not something that just anyone has the resolve to bear.
As long as you're cool with it, I guess.
That's amusing. I don't think I've heard that one before. Oh wait, yes I have. You might as well dispense with all the stupid jokes. I've been hearing them for years.
He's a pirate game, I bet you have a sense of humor.
And maintain all accounts for the fleet. I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort. It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key.
Oh my god.
Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Dugin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done.
You can interface directly. Why do you got all
you
these
need now
screens?
is
up
Delgado's
here?
blessing, and you'll be one of us. None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work? Yes. About time you shut up and listened.
I'm making
Thanks to
you
our
mad.
relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods. If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Oh, I'm just taking this shit to people left around. She said I could. So that's what I'm doing. Any other questions? You gonna leave me in peace? Hey. Stop that.
That last job didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
Need something?
Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents, no godparents. Just a homeless punk kid robbing whoever he could for the credits.
Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm a bit offended you even asked that question, Gale. Sure, a few people here and there walked away with injuries, but I'm not some kind of butcher.
Not some kind of butcher.
Reputation would imply.
Well, like I said, I was just a kid.
Were you ever caught by the authorities in New Atlantis?
I ain't a damn butcher.
Sometimes. But I'd just give them a fake name, or they just slap me on the wrist and send me on my way.
I don't trust shielding.
They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything, and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
What changed that? Was it the robbery in 2218?
As long as you put the fleet first,
2218.
you won't have any problems.
Oh, yeah. The Galbank archives. Very good, Gale. I see you've done your research. That would be when I rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over. Made off with a ton of credits. My first big skull.
Sell all this shit right back.
Is that why the Crimson Scar decided to bring you into their ranks?
That's right.
Give me all this.
Taught me the ropes, and I did crimes for them for 5 years.
In my town,
Until I
you could
decided
do
I wanted
Aurora
more.
anyway.
I got rid of their leader, put myself in his place, and started running the show. I've been the one in charge ever since.
Was it absolutely necessary to cut his throat and leave the body on a public street in the well?
On the street, reputation is everything. I wanted everyone in the city to know that Jasper Cricks was taking over. I think they got the message.
Hey, champ. I'm including this month's list of parts I need for the key. Don't bust a gut. It's hefty, but I know you can handle it. I'm gonna need a lot more than usual this time. I'm planning to overhaul the entire electrical system before it completely shorts out. Oh yeah, thanks for sending over the key's reactor specs. I can't tell you exactly why I needed those. Del said to keep it hush-hush. As far as next month's shipment, start scrounging up some parts so I can spruce up our defensive batteries. They're looking kind of rusty. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'll have my people in New Atlantis drop off the payment at the spaceport. Just make sure you aren't being followed. We wouldn't want the UC to know they're providing replacement parts to the Crimson Fleet.
You guys better be doing something for me, or they going to. I hold the power. Just let me walk in and do all this shit.
I heard Iswa's sister is so hard for mercy.
Get the fuck out of the way. Excuse me. Excuse
A
me.
lot of us in the fleet came out of the mud. We grind for every cred, and it shows.
Yeah. So I just took a whole bunch for you. From you. What's going on in here?
Long live the fleet.
That's where I'm supposed to be. Yeah.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Hold up. Just poking around.
Every captain here's earned their stripes.
Just poking around, dude. No big deal. No big deal. Guess I gotta talk to Mr. Mustache. I already collected the evidence I need.
So there I am. You see
some
security
more.
on my tail and my grav drive.
That's where I came from? Yeah. What else do we get?
The fattest leech I've ever seen.
Anything?
I got a bounty so big, the Trackers Alliance had to beef up the servers.
I got a bounty so big.
You might think it's funny, but loyalty's big in the fleet.
Got mixed feelings about my last job. On the one hand, lost a friend. But on the other hand, I got a friend.
Use the intercom, man. Ooh. Yeah, just let me walk up in here. Oh, sit on your toilet.
holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the united...
So, now that we are all here...
I was listening to something.
It's time to get down to business.
Delgado.
Two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us. Ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you. Which means... you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself. Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again.
What kind of fucking pirate are you?
Our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following my orders to the letter. That is why you need to learn to place the fleet before everything.
But you're wild. Go to boss.
Boss. Good. You're getting it already.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis.
Matisse.
Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job.
Okay.
Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the
a history lesson on grade.
Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
Looking for PT fucking Barnum, dude? Is that what we're doing?
What? Were you expecting a goddamn graduation ceremony?
Be nice.
Think I'm just going to slap a skull on you and send you on your way?
Yeah.
Make no mistake. You are being tested all the time. Every job you take will be under constant scrutiny. And Neva? Oh, she's just waiting for you to screw things up.
Cool.
Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time?
This whole thing is a waste of my time, man. It's supposed to be out traveling or whatever.
Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's Legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Subaroff.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's Legacy,
smell
the
talks
fleet
of
will be
betrayal.
operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef. You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Crix's Legacy. Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy.
Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Will be unstoppable.
Now you're beginning to understand.
Oh yes.
Okay.
You're a genius.
Enough
Delgado.
We have got a lot of work to do.
Ricardo.
To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting. I could tell you stories that would last for hours. But now is not the time. You have a job to do, and I don't like to be kept waiting. When you... well... if you get back to the key, I am sure you can find some copies of the interview he gave to SSNN around here, somewhere. I think those recordings might give you the history lesson that you are looking for. Yeah, I suppose. What did you want to know? Nobody knows exactly what went down. I mean, there's all sorts of rumors. Crix was in prison for almost 5 years. And judging from the look of the facility, every moment must have been miserable. I suppose he just got fed up and decided to take matters into his own hands. Got the prisoners behind him and kept pushing until he reached the key. The cojones on that guy. UC's toughest supermax prison, and he just waltzed the hell out of there like it was nothing. I would love to have been a part of that.
I bet, man.
The UC built the Lock as a supermax prison a little under... well, it must have been at least 100 years ago. Before that, those concha de sus madres marooned prisoners on the planet's surface and left them to their own devices. As you can imagine, these turned into some kind of demented survival of the fittest. Prisoners killing each other for a chance at the meager supplies. Luckily, some whistleblowers back in New Atlantis saw this as cruel and unusual punishment and pressured the UC into building the facility. 5 years after the prison was completed, Crix touched off the riots that overran the Lock and eventually the key.
Eventually the key. Oh, jeez, okay. What about Zorvov?
It's cold. Bitter cold. Just about the last place you would want to find yourself without heat. The few living things that can survive the extreme temperatures are constantly fighting to stay at the top of the food chain. The Crimson Fleet called Subaroff the White Hell. To me, it's paradise. Someone up here pisses me off enough, I send them down to the surface for a little overnight visit. Snaps them right back into line. There is no deal. You and Mathis are two sides of the same coin. A couple of rooks fighting for a spot in the fleet. Only problem is that he is down a ship and you are not, which puts you ahead. Just barely. Who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky and you won't make it off Suvorov in one piece.
Okay, dude.
Fine. Then get moving.
This cute little pirate skull up there, dude. You got it hanging. Cute pirate skull. Ooh, look at you. Dangerous. You look dangerous. Alright. I'll go down to the Subaru. Down to the Subaru. Alright, dude. I'm ringing that dinner bell. Where are them other notepads you was talking about? The interviews. Ooh. What is this? What the fuck? Gotta go get this back to old girl. Y'all stealing the Eugene tech. My allegiance #1 was to the ones that's gonna give me that brain implant, buddy. Don't get it confused. Stolen artwork. Ooh, baby. Give me that. Owned? Is this my room? Oh, it's owned by somebody else. Owned by me. Ooh. Advanced, eh? I'm a rather advanced person. Go a little first. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. And a little bit of stroke you down with a baseball bat. Maybe we'll do a little of that first. Bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Oh, fuck. How do I go back? Okay. Still do that. No, can't. Can't do it that way. Maybe. Hold on there. Ooh, wait. For real, dude. Yeah. Ooh. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. And just have a little sleep here.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer.
That bread at work, dude. Hell yeah, dude. How come you're following me again? Eh?
Hello. I will watch your back.
Ooh.
So wait, say that again. You think I'm home?
Stop playing games. We both know your real name is Lionel Soto, and you know why I'm here.
Who are you? Fleet? Ecliptic? An independent?
I've spent 2 long years and every credit I had looking for you, just so I could look you in the eye before I pulled the trigger.
I
Hey,
am
what's with the
sick
gun?
of using the trade authority to clean
There must
goods.
be some mistake.
Bradley's the real thief
I
on this
honestly
station.
don't know who you are.
Of course you don't know who I am. You're never concerned with the death you leave in your wake, in your pursuit of greed. You killed my husband, you son of a bitch! And now I'm going to kill you!
Gosh. Ooh.
Ah, such a terrible shame. All that time and money she wasted. Ah, well. Better get rid of the body.
Yeah, alright. Where's the rest of
We
them?
call UCC staff sharks, but to the fleet, they're just bait.
Sedantitious. Alright, where else? What else we got up in here, boys? Let me take your shit now. Gimme. Hypno art lamp like that. That's cool. Gimme will be. I'll take it all. Sitting here and doing nothing. There you go. Fish bowl. Ooh, what you got in here? Hookah canister. Alright, alright. That just loops around back here to the front. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. What's in here? Nothing. So you guys shoot stuff, I suppose. That's cool.
Need to have Aludra take a look at this kinetic. Recoil's off.
Can I go in here? The key. Elastronova. This is where the bunks. Alright. Okay.
It would seem that
Ship
none of the wealth
services.
stolen over the decades has been spent on upkeep for the station. This bodes
Anything ship
poorly.
related, you're at the right place.
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
hope you did not have any loose cred sticks. I fully expect you would find them missing
Alright,
when
make
we
it
leave
quick.
here.
I've got schematics to organize. You know my sister, and you're still alive?
Am I the one that killed her?
You either somehow won her approval, or... Best not to think about it too much. Bad for business.
I think I have her ship. Anyway, what do you
It's
sell?
a general store, which means I sell general goods.
Generally speaking?
Mostly junk that no one else wants to carry. Raw materials, blueprints, spare parts. Fascinating, I know. I don't do small talk. You want to do business? We'll do business.
Sure.
You want to chat?
You
Go
go to
see
school?
Bob. Alright, let's get this over with. Whatever.
Whatever.
I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Muzzle mods receiver mods are down, dude. Arcs enemies while aiming. Is it accuracy?
You might wish to lighten your load. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with whatever all that is.
Mathis Castillo.
Yeah. Heading out? You want to survive? Let's get you set up. Stay safe out there.
Talk to you. You sold me some nice stuff. I was making. Ooh. You're just gonna let me have this though. That's fine. Cause I'll take it. That's fine, cause I'll take it if you just giving it away.
Please tell me you know exactly what materials you need.
But I'll sell this. I'm gonna sell all this right back to you.
You don't make it in this life without a good weapon.
You really just let me walk in here. Take the stuff right off the shelf behind you, lady. That's nice. That's off limits, so that must be yours. Okay.
We may not have official security on the key, but we're always looking out for traders.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna be encumbered that long. I'm gonna sell all this right back to my jam over there in just a minute. Amy.
So tell us about Jasper Criggs's version of the Crimson Scar.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power. People that followed my orders and an endless stream of credits. Gale,
Followed my orders.
I tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end.
Trade authority takes anything and
Crimes were merely
everything.
stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis alone.
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space and the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space.
Please ask for a bigger cut.
They sent
It's
ships
all
after
about
us.
making those
Lots of
credits.
ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Perhaps this was the first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a
You're still
learning
standing.
experience.
Can't be that bad.
I wouldn't say I reached too far.
Just here to make some money real quick, lady. No.
If you need credits, hit up the mission
Oh,
board.
don't worry. I'm getting them right now. I'm picking up all the shit you guys leave laying
I do
around.
not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that.
Not all of it, just most of it. Why would I not sell the stolen stuff right back to him? You gotta make money while the sun shines, or so they say.
Alright, make it quick. Just make it quick. We're done here? Great.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee. Scalding.